The activities that Boise offers might be one of the biggest pros for some people who are thinking about moving here. In today's video, we're gonna be talking about the 5 pros, according to me, of course, of living in Boise and the Treasure Valley and just kind of southern Idaho in general. My name's Craig, I'm a real estate agent here in Boise, Idaho, and if you're thinking about moving here and you're curious, what is it like to live here? What's it like to work here? What is Boise all about? This is a great channel for you because that's all I talk about. And in today's video, we're gonna talk about 5 pros of living in Boise. I'm gonna cover things from the activities to things you can do with your family and to the weather. So stick around, it's gonna be really good. And if as you're watching this video, you're really enjoying it, feel free to like, subscribe, and share it with somebody else who maybe you think is thinking about moving to Boise. And if you're curious what the 5 cons are, be sure to click on that video right there to watch that. So with that being said, let's jump into number 1, activities. Boise has a ton of activities, from mountain biking, hiking in the foothills, and the foothills are really nice. It's very deserty down here, obviously. It's just nice, wide open spaces. So you hike up in the foothills and you get a view of the city, like say hiking Camel's Back Park is really nice. Something my family loves to do when people come and visit is we like to take them to Camel's Back Park and that area over there and get some morning coffee, get some breakfast burritos. You essentially hike up and then you can wrap around the backside and there's like the sandy hill that the kids can play in. And it's phenomenal. And that park specifically is really nice too because it's such a hub. So it's got a playground for the kids, it's got the hiking, it's got an open field, it's got tennis if you're into that. It's also a gateway to the trail system. So the mountain biking or the hiking, anything like that, it's just a really great centralized area. In addition, there is surfing, which is crazy to be surfing in Idaho, but I've surfed more here than I did when I lived in Washington and Oregon. There's fly fishing, which is phenomenal in the area. You have the Boise River, which runs right through town. I remember one time I went and fished that river. I had meetings and I had about 20 minutes to fish and I was able to slip my waders on, slip on down to the river, and I think I caught 5 fish in that 20-minute window. In addition to the Boise River, you have the Owyhee River, about an hour and a half away in Oregon. You also have the South Fork of the Boise, which is an hour and a half east. And then above and beyond that, you are surrounded by beautiful rivers to go fish. And ponds in the city and lakes and alpine lakes. So fishing here is phenomenal. There's also bike parks. So there's the Boise Bike Park, the Eagle Bike Park, and I'm positive there are trails that are above your skill level. So these parks are gonna be great for anybody who comes out and enjoys them. So we're up here in the foothills on the trail system, which is great for mountain biking, hiking, taking your dog for a walk. It goes on forever behind me. So we got the hills behind us, and we got the city right down there. So you're right on the edge of the city. So depending on where you live, this trail system could be minutes from your house. And if you're somebody who really likes to get outside, this could be at your front door. In the summers, my family really likes to get passes to the community pools. I find the community pools to be really nice. The one closest to us in Boise is Ivy Wild. Ivy Wild is a great pool where they have it all fenced off, and the fence is wide enough so that there are areas of grass so that you can go lounge and lay down. They have slides, they have deep ends, they have shallow ends. Number 2, food and entertainment. We moved here, my family and I moved here from Oregon, specifically Portland, and the food scene was really good in Portland. And so it was a bit challenging coming here. And when you ask people for like food recommendations, you're like, hey, what's the best restaurant? And some people are like, oh, Red Robin.
Could we have made a mistake, Batman? I don't see how.
And I'm just thinking, oh, Red Robin, okay. With that being said, we have since found some really great food options. I'll give you one right now, and that's gonna be the Lively downtown. I'm really impressed with the Lively. I think it's great food, it's a great atmosphere. We love when our friends come and visit, taking them to the Lively and just having a really fun dining experience. So coming to Boise does not mean you're leaving behind a good food scene. It might not be what it is if you're coming from a super foodie city, but it still has really good options for you. The entertainment in Boise is also really good. Between the Hot Air Balloon Festival, Shakespeare in the Park, I think the city does such a good job at creating unique experiences and entertainment. Number 3, family. What I mean by this is that when me and my wife relocated, we wanted to pick a town that our kids could stay in if they wanted to. So for example, my wife grew up in northern Idaho, up in Moscow, and it's a really small town. And I often find a lot of kids would leave that town. So they'd go to college, they'd either go there or they'd leave and go to college, but then they wouldn't really come back because work was kind of hard to find. Boise's not the biggest city, but what I do like about Boise is it's larger than some of the smaller towns that me and my wife were considering when we were thinking about moving. It's got a great college in town. It's got some good schooling options in town, and it's got enough things going on to where if our kids didn't want to leave, they don't have to. And even if they do decide to leave, I would not be surprised if they move back. So that was something when we were thinking about picking a city, we didn't want to pick something too small that our kids would instantly just want to leave when they got a bit older. Number 4, weather. The weather here in Boise is lovely. I can confidently say that as someone who moved over from the coastal side of Oregon. Boise has 206 days on average of sun, and it is just lovely here. I think I would definitely fall into the category of being somebody who is seasonally depressed, and I lived on the other side of the mountains for a really long time. And when I say other side of the mountains, I'm talking Seattle and Portland. And I always loved jumping the mountains when I lived over there. So visiting Bend or visiting Wenatchee or Yakima, even if it meant I dealt with some snow. And I'll talk about the snow here in a little bit. I think Boise's really special about that too. But I really, really enjoy the weather here. It's great. If you're somebody who really likes sunshine, this is a great option for you. And the last one in the pros department for today is going to be number 5, and it's going to be the people. The people here are really sweet. There's just a hospitality about them. And there's also a, kind of, I do what I want. Let me be, I'm gonna do my thing. So you see a lot of trucks, a lot of people carrying guns, a lot of people who like their rights. And it's kind of a breath of fresh air. People also have a sense of right and wrong, which is really nice. So for example, when me and my wife moved to Oregon over 12 years ago, I think within the first week, our bikes got stolen when we moved into our neighborhood. And when you compare that to Boise, at least from our experience, we often don't even lock our doors, which is really strange, and it's taken me a while to get used to that. Now, I'm not saying this so somebody watches this and is thinking, oh, I'm gonna go rob Boise, because people would just not put up with it. But I am saying it to say it is very culturally different than what I was used to for most of my life living in the Seattle and Portland area. That wraps it up. Those are the pros, according to me, of course, of what it's like to live in Boise. If after watching this, you're thinking, man, I really do like those pros, then I would also encourage you to watch the cons video to see if the cons are something that you can live with. Additionally, if you're thinking about moving here and you need a real estate agent who can help you kind of navigate that, I would love to be your guide. Feel free to give us a call or shoot us an email, days, nights, or weekends, and I'd be happy to help. Finally, again, if you liked this video, you enjoyed it, please like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. What was your favorite pro? Did I miss a pro? What are your thoughts? Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.